Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Brian, and today I'm talking Love Island UK. This is Series 12, Episode 17. This is the Wednesday, June 25th episode. Apologies for not having one for yesterday. Just couldn't watch it live, and then just by the end of the day, I just couldn't get caught up to eventually cover it. Then we had a longer Love Island USA episode, and just couldn't squeeze it in. And since it's daily, it's just like it just gets swept under the swept back. So we're back for 17. Didn't feel like I really missed much. I mean, the twist of the sleepover house was cool. Don't really love the outcome. I wish that the people all like. I just feel like it's just such a short time for people to be on a TV show. I think they should get a little more time than that. So just to see 3 out of 4 people to leave kind of stinks. But this is Love Island, so we're used to it by now. But let's run through the episode. So Dijon says it feels good to get to know somebody when Meg's not breathing down his neck. Apparently, that doesn't even matter because he keeps calling her my Meg, and this guy will not shake. I don't know what's going to break that couple up because I don't like watching it. I don't think anybody likes watching it. It was nice. It was really nice to see an episode or two where they're not together. Because I'm just sick of watching her complain about every single thing, and uh, I mean, other people slid in and took her place for complaining, but I just I was really hoping that Caprice could come back to the villa. I was really hoping that maybe even if she came in just as a single, just to kind of see like what the dynamic would be, put some pressure on these couples. I want them to be around each other and then feel the pressure. I mean, going away, they can kind of do what Ramel did, where it's just like you can kind of string somebody along for 48 hours and then be like, no, I'm good. Uh, because it's funny because they played their game. Poppy and Ramel kiss. He's like, if we could recouple now, I'd pick Poppy. It's like, okay, Halima might be in trouble here. And he ends up going right, but he's like, he doesn't want to recouple with her. And I was kind of surprised. Like, so he's in the, I mean, tomorrow it looks like he's going to have to tell her all this stuff because they did get a video the day before about like some of the things they were saying and doing. So he's going to have to explain for that. Then he's also got Helena and Emily there also taking in all this information so they can tell Alima and co like all about what was going on. So you can't really hide from like the things that were happening, but it's just I just wish like they came back and it would just I think been a little more longer drama because I feel like the next episode is just going to be like people arguing about couples arguing that I just like are they really even good couples? So I don't know. It is what it is. Other thing that there, Dijon kissed Caprice for a long time. Uh, I don't know. It didn't end up meaning anything. So like I thought it was cool at the moment, but like now it's just the episode just ended. It doesn't even matter. Megan tells Alima and Meg that her and Connor kissed on the terrace, and this is after Tommy was kind of being a little b-boy and claiming that because Megan like turned her back on her when he was in the bed. It's just like this guy's such a noodle. Really is. Tommy and Megan talk. She informs him that she did kiss Connor. He wants an apology. She's like, I don't think I need to apologize for anything. They started like kind of yelling at each other. They go their separate ways. They're both complaining to their like group of Tommy's complaining to the guys, Megan's complaining to the girls. They're done-ish, but then like later in the episode, she's like, I don't want it to be fully done with him. Like we got to see what happens now with Emily coming back in and like she's gonna find out that Megan and Connor kissed, but it's just like again it's Love Island, so I don't know. It's a mess, as it always is. So Maya does show up to the sleepover house and she lets them know like, hey, you can either recouple with these new bombshells or you can remain in your current couple. And the main villa gets a text about the meeting around the fire pit, so they're literally just getting text updates about what's going on down the street. So Helena recouples up with Giorgio, so that means that now Shay moves into being single, and Emily is going to remain in a couple with Connor, so that means that she's not going to couple up with Will. Dijon is going to stay with Meg. he's going to not couple up with Caprice. I was really hoping he would, just for like the fun of it, but I just, yeah, not gonna happen. And then Ramel was the, honestly, I'm surprised him. He says he's gonna stay with Lima, and Poppy, he's not gonna recouple with Poppy, and find out that well, Poppy and Caprice are going to be dumped, and that means that Shay will be dumped because he's single. So he gets a text that he is dumped. Shay, I feel like we haven't even seen. He has barely been on the screen last week. You kind of knew that like the writing was on the wall that he was going to go. Like we just hadn't seen him, and it's just like he hasn't really been doing anything. And nothing will change on the show that he's not. He's gone. So I just don't always love when these people come on for an episode or two and then they're just gone. I think they just deserve a little more time, especially because they could probably got to fly over there and all that crap. So yeah, it looks like tomorrow is just going to be reconciliation, things like that. Maybe something fun will happen. I just don't want to be like another like kind of throwaway episode before we get into like some the fun of the weekend. But let me know what you think. Did the Islanders make the right decision on who they coupled up with in the sleepover house? And are you gonna miss Shay? Are you gonna miss these bombshells? So let me know. I will be back. No USA tonight, which is great. So we have a day off. I do not know what our next video is going to be after this. Whether it be could be this, could be something else we got going on. I'm not even sure anymore. We just cover so much stuff. It just we record when we record. But appreciate everyone watching. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day or morning whenever you're watching this. And I'll talk to you later. Peace.